Last week's music was
Kinda trash, not gonna lie.
not really many notable releases. However, there are quite a few big releases I would like to cover in this video. I think from now on, it's going to be mostly weekly videos, just covering whatever happened in a week or 2 week span with a few exceptions, just because it saves more time than doing full-on reviews of specific albums. Of course, this is definitely going to change as the summer ramps up and more big releases come out that I really want to talk about, but that's how it stands for right now. Anyways, let's just begin.
Recollections of calamity, the shit pop off. I learned to duck under the canopy till it cool off. They murdered the nigga right in front of me.
Let me begin by saying this is J. Cole's best project in a long time, for a couple reasons. First, lowering the stakes of his music for a more competitive approach makes tracks way more enjoyable. I think it's because on previous projects he was too focused on sounding deep or shaming the newer generation of rappers, but people forgot how talented he is on the mic. The amount of varied flows and wordplay on all of these songs is genuinely impressive. His technical ability as a lyricist has dramatically improved since projects like Born Sinner and Forest Hills Drive, but he was never able to showcase his growth when he was too busy balancing some giant concept or storyline. Until now. Secondly, he actually has features this time, both with guest verses as well as production. 21 Savage, Lil Baby, Moray, Black, and Dreamful artist Boz provide mostly excellent vocal performances, often keeping up or meshing well with Cole's style. These guests are some of the first people I expected him to work with, but each feature does a great job complementing the direction he's going for. T- and a myriad of other producers had significant contributions to the beats on here. However, everything still feels like Cole had a heavy influence on the main side of the album, frequently opting for low-key backgrounds, pitched vocal samples, or triumphant instrumentals straight from the 2000s. Speaking of which, there's a lot of homage to rap legends and songs from previous eras on this, with some attempts going better than others. With all that being said, there are a few things that keep me from really liking the off-season. As with all J. Cole projects, there's only so many pseudo-intellectual one-liners or metaphors I can sit through before I become uninterested in what he has to say. The energy he puts into his verses is a major positive of the album, but other than that, nothing has really changed in terms of songwriting, delivery, or production from previous projects. Cole proves multiple times on here that he is still capable of creating compelling and relatable stories about struggle and ambition in his community. But even on first listen, I got exactly what I expected. Just no surprises whatsoever, as if he refuses to make anything outside his comfort zone. Again, what might be a disappointment for me will most likely be a positive reason most fans hype this up. The off-season is the best example of J. Cole's greatest strengths and weaknesses as an artist, but his charisma and talent shine through to provide his most captivating record in years.
Say that boy just want some green, you know I feel it with NyQuil. Damn, Charlie, you still doing what you doing when you be out here? Still selling squares, you got bags, you still got them. You still tricking niggas out they cash when you out here.
If you're not listening to the new Nudy project, what are you even doing? Relaxed delivery, off-kilter flows, and nightmarish production has been his trademark sound for a while now, but Dr. Evil is the first project in a long time he's maintained a distinct sonic direction thanks to Coop producing most of the songs here. I'm not gonna lie and say these changes style much, but as a solo artist, Nudy has solidified how memorable his hooks and verses can be without switching up subject matter. Every feature here is fire and the beats are some of my favorite this year. This is the first of 4 albums he said would drop this year. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but I'm waiting for all of them. As much as I might think the current subgenre of melodic rap is boring and redundant, I can also recognize how much talent Polo G has as a hitmaker. This song is a perfect example of how much potential he has that is limited by his beat selection. The futuristic production isn't even that special, but it's unique enough for me to notice how catchy Polo's vocals are. I don't know what it is with Lil Wayne features, but he always manages to one-up the original artist on their own song without trying. The chemistry and effort here is dope as hell. Great song, but I feel like this is gonna be a one-off rather than a change in sound.
Get the KE, the money where I reside. Don't forget to pay me at best. I'm a wick out. Niggas couldn't train me.
Over the years, Mike has captured a specific groove with his sampling that is able to capture introspection with positive overtones. His 2 recent singles have given me a newfound appreciation for his production. Plus, his lyrics have gained a new lighthearted quality with tongue-in-cheek humor, while still covering things like depression, paranoia, and dealing with grief. But unlike most of his contemporaries in the lo-fi subgenre, Mike's artistry is equal parts lyrics and production rather than poetry on a beat. Through his process, it's still possible for him to create upbeat, blissful songs with the nuance that makes this type of music resonate.
The rest are songs I don't have much to say about or weren't worth covering fully.
Although this is a safe pop song compared to what he was doing on his last single, I fuck with the chord progression as well as the message that he's trying to give his young listeners about not giving into anxiety or suicidal thoughts. I'm actually looking forward to his album just so I can see what direction he takes, though I'm praying he takes more risks than this. I don't know if this was originally a freestyle or not, but please listen to the Colors version of this. The energy Smino has on here is infinitely better. I don't even mind if him and Monte Booker run this out into the dirt. The beats and melodies they have on every song together are unique to them only and explore a niche that many mainstream artists have overlooked for the past few years. If you like Mr. Rage, you'll like this one. Suave is alright, but I'm saving my thoughts on him for his next project. It's still great that this even came out. I wish artists did this more often. With how many songs I've seen with them together the past year, Big Sean and Hit Boy is a mini stimulus package at this point. Sada's verse is grimy and hilarious at the same time, to the point where Big Sean and the beat feel too clean for them to keep up. Still an okay song, but great for Sada Baby. Great to see them still making music. I love the sample in Scrim's verse, but I can't really point out that many differences between this and any other songs they made recently. But if you're a fan of them, then go for it.
This is some alternate universe shit I can't anymore.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. It really helps the channel. Also, if you agree or disagree with anything that I had to say in the video, feel free to comment below. I'll read it. Yeah, other than that, there should be some decently huge releases in the next 2 weeks, so you'll see a lot more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.
Ah, bueno, adiós, Master.